All right,
Stranger.
Britta,
Look at you outdoors enjoying the sunshine.
how good's technology?
I know, it's pretty amazing. Like, we don't even have to meet face to face for interviews anymore.
So good.
What have you been doing?
I already took 2 outdoor one-on-one sessions this morning.
Oh my God. I've been
Yeah,
awake for like an hour.
it's an absolutely magnificent morning, so it was nice to be out.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, Ben, thanks so much for coming on today. Sorry, my dog
Pleasure.
is like crying down there.
Hello,
Um,
cute puppy.
so basically, for starters, congratulations on like the pivots and what you've managed to do, like considering the massive blindside you just received thanks to COVID-19.
Yes.
Like, I honestly am really, really impressed. But to introduce everyone to you so that they have a little bit of context, today I am interviewing Ben Lucas, the director of Flow Athletic. Ben is one of my very, very good friends, but also was my first client and is the reason I now have my PR company. So I've got to thank you for that. Um, Ben
Pleasure. You're amazing at what you do.
Thank you. So, Ben owns Flow Athletics, Sydney's leading yoga and fitness studio. He's also the founder of events such as Flow After Dark, which has sold out 12 events, and we're trying to do a really cool one overseas this year, seeing if the travel ban lifts and all. And you also trained 50 runners to run your 40th marathon with you, and has
Yeah.
profiled in the the Optus business, and has won the Telstra Small Business of the Year award. So
Correct.
thank you for coming on. I thought you'd be the perfect person to talk to, seeing as many of my followers own gyms.
Yes.
First question. We all know that being a business owner, you can sometimes be thrown some pretty big curveballs.
Yeah.
COVID-19 aside, what's one of the biggest curveballs or blindsides you've had, and how did you handle
Geez, it's hard to think past COVID being a blind side.
it?
Geez, nothing comparable to this, I guess. What's the biggest blindside I've had outside of this?
Or
I
the
guess it's just,
challenge as a business owner? How about the biggest challenge?
look, the biggest challenge in a fitness business is always staffing. You know, like we're fortunate we've got such amazing staff that it's taken this long to be able to get our hiring and management processes as good as they are. So yeah, it's staffing and it's competition, but I guess we'll see what the competition's like the other side of COVID.
Yeah, that's so true. But yeah, you're right. I guess it's a very customer facing business. So if you don't have the right people who make other people comfortable, I guess it makes absolute sense that that would be a hard one for you.
Yeah, we're a people business, you know, essentially in a fitness facility that takes classes. People are coming for the human interaction. They're not coming for the equipment. They're not coming for the space. They're coming for the person on person interactivity. And that's why we're going to get into it soon about our online product, that it's
Mm.
working so well because people still feel like they're having connection with our staff and with our community that they know so well.
Yeah, I think that was, I mean, we're going to get into COVID-19 right now, but I think that was one of the, obviously there's the horror that so many of my friends' gyms and restaurants and stuff like that had to close, but also the gym is like a community for so many people. Like, it's their outlet. It's like their free time outside of work and stuff. So like going through such an
Yeah,
uncertain time for so many people losing their jobs and whatnot, and then not being able to go to their outlet, I think you've
yeah.
managed it really well, to be honest.
Well, they call it like, you know, the third place. So there's home and work, and it
Yeah,
used to be church, but now church has been replaced by people's gym.
I agree. It has been
Yeah,
for me. So
yeah.
in light of COVID-19, which obviously gave gyms a bit of a shake-up, how much time did you actually have to realize that you were about to be shut down and have a pivot?
Well, we were preparing weeks ahead
Yep.
for this to potentially happen, you know? So we knew that, you know, we saw what was happening in Europe, what was happening in Asia with their society, with their businesses. So we were prepared that if we are to shut down, if we are to lose 25%, 50%, 100% of our income, how are we going to handle these situations? So when these things potentially did or actually did happen, we could drop the hammer and, you know, take action immediately. So I think that was one of the best things our business did, was prepare for these challenges ahead of time. And when the ruling was brought down by the government that we were, you know, we went from having a spin room with 47 bikes to 25 bikes to 12 bikes to one bike, you know,
Yeah.
and we knew ahead of time what we were going to do at each stage. And then finally, when we switched to the streaming business, it just happened automatically because we were prepared in advance. We were proactive, not reactive to the challenges we were facing.
Absolutely. I actually think you were the first gym that I saw that had the foresight to actually give that equipment so people can still do spin and stuff. That was so
Mm.
smart.
Yeah, look, first one that I saw internationally, there were quite a few others that may have jumped on and copied what we did, but that's okay. We're all about helping the community, you know. So I only spoke about it with clients in a spin class that Sunday morning, and by that afternoon, we had loaned out 110 bikes, you know. So that's the good thing about our amazing team with Alan, KK, and the rest, that we just don't talk about it. We actually take action. Do you like
Yeah,
my background?
absolutely.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
No, oh, it's beautiful. That's actually the prettiest interview I think I've done.
Yeah, thank you. Except for
um,
my head in it, but outside of that, it's good.
I've got to say, I was very impressed by the strength of your community. When I remember you called me on the Sunday morning and said, "Hi, I'm going to loan the spin bikes," and by 4 o'clock, there was a photo of people social distancing, but about like
Yeah.
60 of them just standing in front of Flow Athletic waiting for a bike. Like, it was actually quite amazing how quickly people just jumped straight onto it.
Yeah. Look, people are still scared out there, but they know that they still want to exercise and do what makes them feel good as well.
Yeah. Well, I guess you have to like it for both mental and physical health. I mean, the pandemic is a health one after all.
Yes.
So what's that?
No, you go.
Oh, so this
You're
is
the boss.
this is obviously a hard time, but is there anything that you're really proud of in terms of how the situation's been handled and why?
Oh, yeah, look, it is a hard time, but in some ways, business-wise, it has been enjoyable in some ways, you know, seeing like every single one of our team members has stepped up and has been absolutely incredible. Every one of our trainers, every one of our yogas, every one of our admin staff has just been so supportive and has done whatever they can do to help the business survive and thrive at a time like this. Um, you know, the benefits, KK and I have spoken about doing an online program for 7 years, and then we turned a 60 class, 4 channel streaming business around in 48 hours. You know, so it just goes to show what you can do with the right motivation. So 7 years we did F all, 48 hours, we had a whole online business functioning, you know,
You
and
really have been
plus
talking about it for 7 years.
we really have been. And in terms of our personal training, we've actually been growing clients at a time like this, you know, at a time where fitness businesses are really suffering. And I feel so much for all of my brothers and sisters out there in fitness land. We've been growing in clients every single week through our one-on-one outdoor, and we're also doing one-on-one PT through Zoom and FaceTime as well. You know, so just our guys are doing such a remarkable job, and yeah, it would be nothing. We wouldn't be going as good as we have without them. And our community support has been the Paddington community, the Flow Athletic community, the amount of texts, DMs, emails I get from clients saying, we're going to stick by you no matter what. It's just been absolutely phenomenal. And it gives you the courage and resilience to face each day.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I think one of the big things is, for starters, when people are feeling a bit isolated, it makes sense that they would want to keep a bit of normality. But also, all the things that you love, if you want them to survive, you have to keep supporting them. Like, you
Yeah,
know, I've asked local restaurants and cafes to make me food that I can freeze and stuff just so I can give
yeah,
them some money, just because I want
sure.
them to be here later.
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely.
So, do you have, like, say this happened again, which hopefully it doesn't. Do you have any tips for people in a similar business for you in terms of, like, what's the first things they should think of when they get blindsided by something like this?
Yeah, okay. So the things that worked really well for us, number one is communication. So we've communicated so well to our staff firstly, and to our community, our members. So number one, community. Two is acting with authenticity. You know, like I'm telling them exactly what we're going to do. Hey guys, the government's come down with this decision, so this is what we're going to do. Taking emotion out of it, but we're just talking about so communication. So every time the government says something, okay, we're going to do this, we'll go, okay, hi team, hi community, this is what Fly Athletics going to do about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and another one thing, so communication, authenticity, and vulnerability too. Like I don't have all the answers. I don't know exactly what's happening, but I'm going to tell you that I'm going to do as good as I can, and I'm going to be here for my team, here for my community, and this is what I'm going to do for you. Me doing my best, you know. So communication, authenticity, and vulnerability as a leader for me has been the keys to getting through this.
Yeah, well, you've definitely done it very well, and you have really been doing it at every step of the way. Like, at first, when people were still allowed in gyms, you hired a full-time cleaner, like, just things
Yeah.
like that. Just really clever, and it was very good in terms of making people feel safe, I think.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well. Yeah. You know, we're nothing without our team, nothing without our community. You know, and we will get through this, and people will remember how you acted during this time. You know, so
yeah,
we want to treat people with the absolute utmost respect during this time while we can, because everyone's fighting their own battles right now. So
yeah.
anything you can do to help them is the right thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's really good that, despite the fact that you're, like, when it first happened and you were holding things together, you're finding ways to collaborate with other people who had also lost their jobs. And I thought that was amazing that you can still think of others when you're getting blindsided, like, every week with a new rule.
It just makes you feel good as well when you're collaborating with and helping with other people as well. You know, when you're not always thinking about yourself, it gives you more drive to keep pushing on.
Absolutely. So I guess the last thing we'll talk about before I let you go, because I'm sure you've got more FaceTime PTs to do. Um, you are holding an event this week for
Yes.
just to connect people and get people, like, excited about something while they're stuck in their living rooms. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Sure. So Thursday evening, 7 p.m., we are holding Flow After Dark Yoga Silent Disco, but a streaming event. So you can stream Flow After Dark into your lounge room. It's reportedly going to be the largest yoga live streaming event ever. So our number one, Australia's number one yogi, Kate Kendall, the magnificent yoga teacher she is, DJ James Mack on the Wheels of Steel, getting beamed right into your lounge room. So for only $10. So we are so excited about this event. Again, something that we've spoken about for years, but we're finally, this pandemic has forced us to do this. And we've got people from London, New York, Hong Kong, all chiming in. We've got families tuning in from around the world. So we're so excited about streaming Fly After Dark.
That's awesome. Well, guys, there's a link to that in my bio if you want to come. And the tickets are just $10. It's just about connecting and everyone being together in one place in time.
Yeah, it's going to be such an amazing night. So yeah, we'd love to have more people on the better. And thank you, Britt, for everything you do for us.
Thank you, Benny. And thanks so much for coming on today.
All right, no pleasure. Anytime.
See ya.